Alright, hi everyone. Hey Jack, hi Turtles. We have one last session before we fly out tomorrow for RIP, so we're going to try and get some last minute practice in and see what happens. Have fun at your con this weekend, Turtles. I hope it's fun. But if you do manage to catch, matches will be going on all weekend. I won't be playing until Saturday, probably. I'll double check the schedule now. We'll definitely be doing pumps Saturday and Sunday for sure. I have to remember if early stages are on Friday. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, let's get warmed up. Let's figure out what we need to play. Because there are things that I've definitely been avoiding that I should play.
New series. Difficulty zone jump series zone. Burst Phoenix. Double Prime 2.
This will be an interesting thing to warm up on. It's Rumble on the Prairie. Hi, Johnny Pop. Hey, I got that one rolling bracket at the end that I almost never get. It just came at the cost of everything else.
Excellent! You did a really great
Well, considering that's my warm-up, I'm mostly okay with that.
Next stage.
So yeah, it's Rumble on the Prairie. RIP is just the nice, easy way to say it. Yeah. Team Phil's effectively needing immediate swag will not be making a comeback. I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea if Zedorux is going or not. I haven't seen him in forever. Oh, this is such a difficult one to do when you're cold, but I need to play it just in case. to do when it's the second song of the day. It's still an okay score.
Unbelievable! You are the best!
Early miss is silly. That's acceptable. God, that's hard to play when you're cold and not fully warm yet, but I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Next stage.
What other stuff do we need to look at? Let's go through this folder first. This. It's been a while since I played it. It has been a while since I've played this. I should review it. Rain. That was bad. We're gonna play that again. Was not paying attention at all. Yeah.
Excellent!
No, that should be
really
unlocked.
Great job!
That should basically be on lock. Let's fix that.
Next
Definitely
stage.
feeling a bit of a struggle to move, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I also did not sleep well again today, so it's probably amplifying that feeling. But I'm not gonna have a choice in the tournament. I'm gonna have to play. Yeah, especially like the first sets of misses. That's just me being really silly. There was no reason for that. That's more like it.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
It may not be the PG I've gotten in the past, but you know what? That's still pretty good. Okay. So have to be focused.
Next stage.
Have to be 100% locked in. And just push the ending. Oh, that hurts. I used to think of this as a lower 24, but now I'm honestly not sure. I'm not sure, even though it's in my skill set, because it just goes everywhere. And for being 160 BPM, those are some wide patterns. And really, once you start the halfway point and start the runs, there's no real break. You get that little mini break between the two sections, but otherwise that's it. Everything else is just really tough turning to the end. It is a very cool chart, but man, it's tough. I know I've been struggling with this one, so just in case. that hold section after the slowdown run is actually the hardest part for me.
Excellent! You did a really great job!
Well, let's play that one again.
Game over!
Oh, my head. Honestly, I don't even know how much I'm going to play today. I was hoping to play a little longer, but it's already kind of feeling bad. What a starting credit, though. That was a painful starting credit. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to worry about doing that. That's why I did it. Like, during warm-up time, I'm probably gonna get maybe 2 songs max because everyone else needs to warm up too. So I have to hit stuff immediately. Yeah. I won't have to worry about getting cold. I'm usually pretty good about staying warm. We'll see if that's still true 10 plus years since the last time I've been to a rip.
New teams. Difficulty zone double. Series zone first to 0. Round 2.
So let's go back to my game. Let's play it again. Originals. Let's turn that speed down. That'll probably help. Do I even want to know what that D9 score is? I probably played on like X mode or something. Got the very end this time. Still some room for improvement, but I think that'll probably be okay.
Wow! You're awesome!
I just really struggle with that hold section. I don't know if my foot placement's just wrong, or if I'm picking my feet up too early and getting misses from missed ticks. I have to go back and look at it. You know what? I'm gonna look at that right now real quick. Let's have a look.
Next stage.
Let's see what happens. Because being able to plan is It's all just foot placement. It's all just foot placement. There's no extra ticks. I'm just missing the panels altogether. I'm just gonna have to be careful. I like this one a lot, but I don't play it often anymore, so it's good to refresh the ending. Because the ending is the scariest part by far. Great song still, at least. That would be good enough. That would be good enough, that's fine. Ending's hard. And I'm not super tired.
Unbelievable! You're the best! Next stage.
That'll be fine. HTTP definitely needs to be looked at though.
Hey, Regen. Future. Oh, I need I just remembered last second. I need this on. Because otherwise, the middle section is really miserable to do. Alright, let's see if I remember all my strats. Well, this one of those old sucks, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, you're gonna have to go quick. You're gonna have to go quick if you want that title. Time's definitely running out. Yeah.
Excellent! You did a really great job!
Everything that wasn't the hold was fine, but it's the hold that's a big problem. Let's have a look.
Next stage!
Gotta increase the section where I wanted it. Pay attention to the bottom of the screen. Do not look at the top there. Yep. Well, you can at least try and get as high as you can in score. Don't take that the wrong way. That's acceptable. Got the opening burst, got most of the rolling bracket part. No major mistakes. That's acceptable.
Wow! You're awesome! Next stage.
As long as we don't have any major mistakes, that's a good enough score. Getting the first bad sucked, but whatever. That's running, it's fine. It's also fine. Okay, this I am worried about. Let's play shit. Let's play shove here. Gonna need to dig in here. I passed in one try today. I'll take that no matter what, but that should be a good up score. Whoa!
Wow! New record!
Okay then. Wow.
My eyes so shocked I can't even focus on the off score.
Yeah, I'm glad I pushed that ending. I was like, no, I can't give up, so I mashed where I could. And mashed enough strategically. And it saved me. Because, like, yeah, imagine going up against a score like that in the tournament. Yeah, the thing is, if you play it on XX or Prime 2, you're not prepared for this chart. Because this chart got harder in Phoenix. So, the only way to really prep for this chart is to play Phoenix. Because it got harder at the end.
How you doing, man? I am so happy to see you and everyone else tomorrow. I haven't been sleeping great, but I think that'll go away. I've got some like sleeping pills to help tonight, and we'll figure out what I need for the weekend. But it should be good. Me-tan, thank you. But I am super excited for this weekend. But yeah, that was a hell of a one-off score. That beginning was so clean too. Where does that put me on the board? Because that's gonna be pretty high. There's not even a triple S on this here. That is in top 30.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh. Yeah, I feel you. I just want to be on the plane right now and either pass the fuck out or read a book. Because I have something from the library that I checked out, but I've only read like the prologue and just have been too lazy to read. Because I've been doing like, we finished the Doom 64 unmaking stuff. We made that run on Saturday, and then I had other stuff happening, and then we finally got around to recording commentary Monday. And I've also just been juggling my mind at the same time because I like procrastinating.
I need to do my new book on my Kindle.
You should go do that right now then before you forget. Anyways, yeah, Shub's gonna be fine, it looks like. It might not be a bad idea to play singles as well, though. Because I do struggle a bit with that. I do struggle a little bit with the end.
New teams. Difficult series zone. First to 0. Prime 2.
Because they're the same grade now. Hi, Era.
Planning is just so hard still. It's so easy to just tire out. Or at least not failing. And that is an improvement.
Fantastic! Wow! New record!
On the stairs leading into the last run, this should probably just cheat him. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, you got work to do.
Next stage.
Especially since here's the thing. Singles now are a lot scarier compared to the times when we were like initially active. Things are a lot scarier in single now because there are so many harder other charts. Because there are things that are very deceptively difficult in singles, like him S22. That's a deceptively hard 22. Nice. Which one did you get, Ura? Congrats. Ugh. Oh yeah, Leon's 2 was changed in a funny way. So I don't think you screamed because I was in the room with you, but we laughed pretty hard. We laughed pretty damn hard. Oh, well, let me teach you how to play it then. Because there's actually good backstrap for that. Good hand strap. Vanish 2 and Arendelle. Yep, that sounds about right. Good job. Good song, at least. So, Leod's 2, so we have the 0 to NX version, which had like the anchor in the middle of the last run. And then from NX2 onwards to XX, it was changed to where that anchor became just like some 3-note bursts. Well, in Phoenix, it was rechanged to where it became an anchor again, but the final 3 bursts at the end also got changed to an anchor. It's strictly all arcade songs, aside from top 4 also getting remixes. Everything should be available for play. See? Easy.
Unbelievable! You're the best!
Yeah, the part where everybody tries to like move their hand on the floor. No, just hold everything down, thumb tap the center. Safe every time. It does take a little bit of time to adjust. I wouldn't blame you for banning it, but I get people who complain all the time about this chart.
Next stage.
And it's like, oh, I can't use my feet. Then use your hands. They're like, no, well, okay, then fail. That's not my problem.
I don't believe those people have smaller feet than I do.
Yeah.
And I did pass.
And I have done this PG both using the hand strat and using socks only strat. Like, I know how it is both ways. So there's no excuse. Like, if you don't want to do it, fine, but don't complain about your score then. Well, unfortunately, since this is a licensed song, it'll probably go away next game. I do like the song a lot, but this has really scary charts, like D24. Should I bother playing it? No, I'm not going to. If it shows up, I'm just going to ban it. I'm not going to play that.
Phoenix, Prime 2.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Oh no, it's far worse. It's far worse. I'll play it after this, actually. So you can see how difficult it is and why it's like one of my weakest 24s. It's far worse, in my opinion, in terms of execution. Yep. Even to this day, people, it's kind of the opposite now, where people only know how to hit fives by using their feet. And the thought of using their hands for that is foreign.
Slide up to 6.
Well, I know the chart that you want to slide 6 most hasn't been in the game for over 15 years.
But I did get like great on those.
Yep.
I slide.
You cannot do that by running. If you try and do it by running, the holds actually get you and you drop.
Absolutely perfect! Wow! New record!
That's a new one right there. I had the equivalent of UG4. I've never gotten a PG. Oh! Alright, I guess I'm okay on that one. Yeah, the thing is, like, with those stutter holds gimmicks, you don't really know if you got it great until you get to the end. I was just like, okay, I don't see any after I get past the third one. I better put all of my energy into these runs to make sure I hit everything. Oh, that's a good one to get. Yeah, and that was the last thing I was going to play out of the Prime 2 folder today, so that's a good one to cap off on. Yeah, like I was saying, if you try and do the holds, the hold stutter part by doing it as like just a simple sweep run, then the holds actually get you, and you drop some because of the way they're written. So you're definitely intended to actually do some kind of bracketing in order to make it work. So if you're really good, you can do it all at 16ths by slamming your heel and toes down. Most people will just do it as 8th notes, but you do risk getting greats that way. Alright, I'm going to let this fail real quick, and then I'm going to show you why Up Young D24 is like one of the hardest for me, because it's ridiculously hard.
Hey, is this really your best?
No, I'm good. No. I think the thing is Ellie has already seen Milk Party, but he hasn't seen Up Young. Oh.
Prime 2, Phoenix.
I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn my speech down. So this is like one of the most difficult 24s just to pass.
And you're going to see why. Because, oh my goodness, Conrad.
Hold on, I got a message from somebody. Let me check it.
Yes. Sorry, I had to accept the message. I'm assisting a little bit at RIP just with like the pump setup, getting the equipment and streaming setup going. So just had to make sure I get there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. There's a reason I turned pass off, because I want to be able to play this chart to the end. Great song still.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at my miscount. That's from dropping one quad hold. So I'm going to play it again because I actually do want to get a better score on this. But yeah, you miss quad holds, you're dead. And the patterns are extremely difficult to hit. Ignore most of them. The thing is that you can't ignore all of them. You have to kind of shuffle because all of them are rolling brackets, or at least on like. No, you can't even have half. You die too quickly. You have to attempt at least hitting most of them because it's either rolling brackets or it's JN, where everything is a separate note on those sections. If you miss stuff, you're gonna rack it up way too fast. Even like the first chorus is difficult because you have to do a really tough jump from the side back into the centered 4 and not drop. Like that chart is extremely hard for me anyways. If you're really good at bracketing like modern players are, then you struggle less. But me, I'm not good at turning my ankles. But that being said, we should play it again because now I know where I'm going. And hopefully we'll have a better time with this. Yeah, that's... So Conrad knows what he's doing. But there are things that he definitely makes that are very controversial. This song in particular, he got so much flack for when it came out. Because he did all the charts for it. And people were not happy, especially with S22. I think it fits because, well, it is a tiger song and you are on all fours in those sections. And I think that is appropriate.
Well, it's also appropriate knowing Conrad's playstyle.
Yes, it is, because Conrad, you know, funny enough, being like one of the senior step artists and being like one of the best doubles writers, he mostly plays just singles these days and plays a very like straight play style.
Well,
It's really funny because he's like genuinely one of the best like step makers on the team in the modern era.
yeah, for how he plays singles, he's doing really good twisty doubles.
Yeah, even just in singles, he knows what he's doing usually. It's funny because I actually do like the twist runs in S22, but I hate the ones in S20. Yeah, and it's like, variety is the spice of life and you gotta take some risks.
New tunes.
Thankfully it's like right here, so I don't have to go far. I'm actually gonna have that a little bit slower. Give myself just a little bit more time here. So as long as we just don't miss an entire quad hold this time, we can definitely just like get it up.
Hey, why
Let's-
don't you jump and dance, man?
Let's look at that. Yeah, Rego sent his regards. And it'll be removed just like Rego at a time. so scary.
Okay, we're just gonna have to turn pass on just so I can be able to back out. I never got the chance to actually play very well before I left, and it's probably for the best. Yeah, that's probably more fitting, to be honest.
Hey, is this really your best?
God. Let me see what I did wrong, just so I can feel it out. What did I do? Not going far enough. I'm hitting like right here, so I need to reach farther. So reach farther.
Hey, is
That was
this
the last
really
major
your
part.
best?
I would have been okay with the rest of it. Fuck. Why is this chart so hard? I definitely want to move on after this attempt. Pass or fail. Because I don't want to get too stuck here. Those background dancers on the floor, that's me. That's my fault.
Hey, is this really your best?
Hi, Jim. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave this. If it comes up, it's just gonna get vetoed. I am not gonna pick it. I am not gonna risk it. It's not worth it. Let's move on. How are you doing today, sir? How's all the weird ITT doubles fill out been coming?
New 2.
Let's go through the XX over.
Critical series, so burst to 0. NX to NX prime double S.
That's about what I expected. That's about what I expected out of that. It's funny, especially if you're in Rebirth and you go from single to double, because the difference between single double for something like, say, Overdrive is night and day. Ugh. I do not miss that chart. I agree, but I also play Pump only these days, so my opinion's kind of invalid at this point. Considering I've had to play Hot Issue in a national tournament.
charts so much.
Unbelievable! You are the best!
This is one of the best 23s in the game, in my opinion, just because it's annoying in the way that it should be, that works with the song. It's written by an expert that actually understands what he's doing. And it's just a really good song in general. This was one of the strongest crossovers for me in JDC, I think.
Next stage.
It's funny because, like, I actually like the BGA for this. This BGA was made for Pump. The original BGA wasn't used, and people kind of complain about that, but I think this one's actually fitting in its own little weird way. I know, right? No, this one's really good. This one's really fun to play on every difficulty, and every difficulty has its own challenges. Like, S17 and D18 are actually really great, like, bracket practice, because you have to do single-step brackets in the middle of, like, 12th note running. So those are actually, like, really good practice charts. Yeah, I wish Grandpa Windforce didn't retire from the team. He's still kicking ass playing the game, he just doesn't develop anymore. But he left us a lot of good stuff.
Oh, there may be still something stashed somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah, it's possible, but unlikely.
I don't know if they're gonna take the leftover mobile stuff and just move to one. So
Yeah, and I don't even know if anything remaining out of mobile was his, because Novatail definitely wasn't. Novatail was Spam's, so that's already out. I don't remember what else is left. This I haven't played in a while. Speaking of wild Windforce charts, this was released very early on in XX's lifespan, and all of us were like, "What the fuck is this?" I rather like this one now, but this is brutal. There's not really a chance to rest, and it's constant tech the whole way through.
nothing was and what the fuck is this bonkers save me shortcut.
That's at least done in a minute. This one's just brutal. Oh, I forgot JT. Alright, well, I'm just gonna be doing it without JT then. Was okay. Was okay for a one-off. That's a tiny improvement. Let's play that again. Let's play that again.
Wow! New record!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this is a chart that makes you think the whole way through. There's no real break. It's surprisingly, I don't find it that tiring compared to other 25s, but it doesn't let up either, so you have to just have very steady strats.
New tiers. Difficulty zone double. Level 17. Level 25.
Let's see if we can do a little bit better. We had a bad stair part, so let's see if we can do better there.
Game start. Ready. Level 1.
Excellent! You did a really great job!
Good.
Wow! New record!
Wish I didn't get a couple of the misses at the beginning, but still pretty solid.
Next stage.
That's 8th place on the board. Wow. That's 8th place on the board. Like, I thought it was going to be like top 20, but wow. I didn't realize like everybody else was actually struggling with this one that much.
Everyone struggles with time.
Yeah. There is one person above at triple S or above, and of course it's Fethem's. But nobody else has a triple S. Wow. That really goes to show the difficulty in scoring this one.
Everyone's just trying to cheat too much.
Well,
Not good at cheating.
well, the way this chart works is that you have multiple ways of doing several parts, and it's probably about the same difficulty to score either way, because you have your own difficulties with each one. Like on the stairs, I run it, so there is the risk of missing those, but it's a lot easier for me to keep time. Other people will do the cheat strats, but it's also hard to keep track of because of the way it's written, because it's not a direct stair back and forth. There's a little bit of switch up in the middle that you have to watch for. Let's see if I can get better on this one. I know I struggled on this one badly. I
think it was a little bit late, so I'm just gonna leave JT on. Do I even remember what goes on in this chart? That's what I'm concerned about. Because I haven't played this for like a month and a half, 2 months. This is a tough chart. Let's see if I can like endure this. At least lived, but yeah, that score was bad. Hi, Zest. How you doing, sir? Congrats on a lot of the passes lately.
You did it!
Ugh. Let's fix that. I'm gonna have to push. I can't afford to be late.
Next stage.
I'm good. Session's been good, but more importantly, it's Haru's birthday today. Everyone say happy birthday to Haru.
Laugh.
We had, I baked some bread for us, and we had,
Tasty bread.
yep, and we went for a sushi lunch. There's several good sushi places, but we went to the one that's a conveyor belt sushi, which was a nice treat. I never knew the eel they served there was so good. What kind of eel was it again? Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on like
Braised?
maybe braised eel. I can't remember.
I forgot.
Anyway, it was good. It was really, really good. So that was most of the day here. But yeah, we did all that, and then session's actually been pretty good. I've actually gotten quite a few good scores. That being said, I need more water, so I'm gonna let this fail in a second, and we're gonna try again. 'Cause my score on it's not good, and I need to get it up higher. Turn pass on. I think if you're a fish lover in general, then I think eel will suit your taste. But it probably heavily depends on how it's prepared. Let me get some water. Be right back.
Hey, is this really your best?
Yeah, those are tough ones. Good ones. I feel like I've got something stuck in my shoe though. Let me check it. I think it's actually part of the rest of my shoe up there. What's going on? I'm gonna pull my sole out for a second. Oh, my sole is bending. So I have like new soles for my shoes lately, and these soles are actually kind of bending and pressing against my toes. That's the feeling.
Do I need to shorten them?
No, they're good that way. They're still fine. Because they weren't like that at first. It's just me like kicking them constantly. I just have to get it in okay now. Just admittedly the hard part. Getting there. But him is deceptive. So great job on that. 'Cause it's just so damn tiring. And then you have to do 16th runs in the hard spots as well at the end of all the bursting. There we go. Okay. I like this chart a lot, but damn it, Nimgo, why is this the same difficulty as Eternal Universe? They're like complete opposite ends of the 25 scale. I need to get that opening. I'm struggling with that opening for some reason.
Hey, is this really your best?
Let me look at that for a second. Because I'm doing something wrong and I need to figure it out. I think I'm just getting to it late. Okay, so it's a bracket back then. We're just gonna make it work. Oh, it's a 26. It's a 26 to pass. It's extremely difficult to do that kind of stuff in speed. The only reason is modern players have gotten very good at just mashing. That's the only reason it feels easy to them. Because mashing for them is their strong point. Leather, I think, is like legitimately easier for more practical reasons. Yeah, because even if you're good at mashing, you still have to do the ending run at 234 BPM. Like, and it's extremely skewed because people are like, oh, I have a really good score on this. It shouldn't be a 26. Well, that's because you get 900 combo for free at the beginning to boost your score. Like, that's really the only reason. Like, you literally get 900 combo for free at the beginning. Or it might be 800. The point is, you get a ridiculous amount of steps. Okay, that's my fault.
Hey, is this really your best?
Yep, exactly. Like, you get so much free stuff that you don't even have to try for.
Game over.
That's why I don't think scoring is equivalent to passing difficulty. Because you have stuff like that that's, like, inflated it so badly. Like, if we took out all those extra holds that were added to Slam D24, everybody else's score would probably be close to, like, 20,000 lower, if not more.
Move it up. New tiers. Difficulty zone level 17. Difficulty zone series zone burst to Phoenix.
So, specifically for Slam, it should have been one of two ways. Either keep the holds and keep it at 23, or have no holds and keep it at 24. Then the health management makes sense. But with having holds, it doesn't make sense to upgrade it, because the holds take away from so much of the life management in the second half, and you don't even really have to try at the very end. Like, I was honestly fine keeping Slam as a 23. Especially when Noah Hyung exists as a 24.
think if I need to, I'm just gonna Vita this out.
You did it!
Struggling too much in spots. We'll leave that there.
Next stage.
Yeah, that one just kind of just kicks the shit out of me the whole way through. Also, we need to have some kind of rating change in general for the game now. Because saying this and Eternal Universe and Vacuum are all 25s. The problem is the 25 range is way too big. You have this, you have like Etude above this, you have Mope above this, and those are 25s as well. It's like, why? Why are Mope and Vacuum the same difficulty? Oh, you should be, because it is absolutely a scary ass chart. It's a good scary chart. But wow, it makes you work. Let's keep going through the XX folder because I gotta stop going through that.
Double X.
This is just brutal at the end. This one's just brutal. Him is definitely on the upper end. Like, as somebody who hasn't even, like, has been too scared to try it, it's so much like 244 BPM stream. Would you prefer it being back to a 19? We can have it as a 19 again. I can make everybody mad that way. I think it's like right on the border because everything also is very isolated. And it's all about just getting through it and maintaining it. Rather than, here's a potion, now do an extremely hard part for 20 seconds. Yeah, originally it was 19. It was 19 until XX. Because they never bothered re-rating it after like its original ratings. I'm okay with it being 20. Because it is a little wonky. Bye, Zaz. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Hey, is this really your best?
Hi, Doc. Well, that's unfortunate to hear. It sounds like you need a computer upgrade.
It is fun. It's just tough. It's a good one. No, this is a good one. But it is very difficult. It was actually made harder from XX. Because when it debuted in XX, it was right on the border between 25 and 26. So when Phoenix came, they buffed up a couple of the end sections. It also helps that this is a really good song. This is like one of my favorite BMS licenses they took from mobile. It's a really good song. I can't say the same about the BMS chart, because from my limited knowledge of playing 2DX, it did not look pretty. And that was right at the end too, so that was unfortunate. I just lost way too much life before then. Had a good recovery push, but just couldn't tap it out. The thing about like all 26s, once you get to 26 plus, you just kind of have to pick your poison. You're not going to have anything like super straight. You're going to have something that's bullshit in the way that Pump works with best. Usually. I started getting a really bad headache, so I'm probably going to stop soon. I'm still fighting lack of sleep, so it's best we don't try and push like too hard. Because the headaches are more prominent than my legs right now. And that's not good. Let's find something else to play for now. Yeah, as we get older, things like start affecting us so hard. Oh right, I didn't even try that yet. I'm not going to try that. I am not in the mood to play Conflict. Not that shard anyway. Let's play this. Let's play this. This needs a good review. Because this is tough. In the right way. This is a really, really good chart. Ola, I may or may not accept it. You can go ahead and request it. No guarantee I'm going to play it. I'm pretty out of it. How you doing, man? I hope you've been good with the family. Yeah, I can end on that. That's fine. Do you want like a full turn play or what? Because if not, I'm just going to do a very lazy play. Let's do this first, and then we'll finish that up. But today's been really good anyway, so I'm not sad or disappointed at all. Like, this has been a really good practice day overall. Okay, I will do a full twist after this. Almost.
Some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that. Mankind won't be destroyed.
Yeah, could have been better at the end. Really good start, though. Very even
Way to
counts.
go!
That's still acceptable. Like, I think that's one of the coolest 25s in the modern era. It's tough, but extremely well put together in bracketing.
Next stage.
It knows what it wants to do and just goes for it. It also helps that A, the song is really good, and B, the song is short. It's only about like a minute 40, 45 or so. So it doesn't overstay its welcome. Avilux said like when he worked on the Matt Duke songs, he really, really enjoyed them and thought they were a good fit for the game. And I agree. Yeah, it's tough to keep it up at the end because it's very dense and not my strong point. But it's extremely fun to play. This is one of those where the energy of the chart really matches the energy of the song in the best way possible. It doesn't feel like a chore to play at all. Alright, we're going to play Lowest Piano, S16 for Olakase, so I can finish up. It'll be over here, So here's how to play this as a full twist.
Not too many, but what is there can catch you off guard. It's a good chart still.
Absolutely
That's all.
perfect!
Hope it helps. Alrighty, y'all. That's gonna do it.
Game over!
That's as much practice as I'm getting. So, thank y'all for joining me. So the pump side of streaming at the event should be on Irma Gerd's channel. It should be in the channel description right now. So we should be streaming that. I'm going to help set up tomorrow and Friday, making sure we're good. And then I'll be commentating most of the rounds where I'm not actually playing. So that'll be fun. So wish me luck. Wish Harvest luck because she's playing as well. She actually seeded very well. She were like 16th? Yeah, 16th in a set of like 31 people. So
I
that's...
still have questions about it. See.
Oh, well, you get what you can get. So it'll be fun.
Easier rounds for me.
So,
Or not.
anyways, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to send y'all over to Games Done Quick because the Frost Fatales event is still going on. They're raising money for National Women's Law Center. Please go watch so many amazing runners support a great cause. And I will hopefully be up in Illinois tomorrow safely with everyone else. And we'll see y'all on stream at the event in a couple days. So, see y'all later. Thanks for watching, everyone.